France expected to request more UK funds as channel patrol rules. Set to change, France is poised to request additional funding from British taxpayers to support expanded operations to intercept small boats carrying asylum seekers across the Channel, even once they are already in the water. Ministers in Paris are nearing agreement on new policing measures that would allow officers and gendarmes to begin intercepting so-called taxi boats in shallow waters up to 300 meters from the French coastline. The policy is expected to take effect from July. Officials hope the revised strategy will be operational in time for President Emmanuel Macron's state visit to the UK on 8 July, where discussions with Sir Keir Starmer are likely to focus on the ongoing crisis in the Channel. A Home Office source told our newspaper, "We've worked with the French to adjust their maritime posture and ensure they are undertaking taxi boat operations in the shallows. We strongly welcome this coming into force in July." However, France is expected to request further UK financial support to cover the additional costs of deploying more officers, drones and specialist equipment required for the enhanced coastal operation. This comes as smugglers adopt increasingly dangerous tactics in response to joint UK-French efforts to block inland rivers using floating barriers. Smuggling gangs are now launching boats directly into the Channel, with asylum seekers wading out to board, knowing French police are unlikely to intervene once the vessels are offshore. Increasingly, more people are being crammed onto fewer boats, raising safety concerns. Shadow Home Secretary Yvette Cooper has renewed calls for stricter rules following a record number of arrivals last Saturday, when 19 small boats landed in the UK. The Home Secretary described the scenes, including footage of French police passively watching a dinghy launch near Gravelines, as shameful and unacceptable. On that day, 93 French officers had reportedly been redeployed away from the coast to oversee Paris Saint-Germain Champions League victory celebrations in the capital. 2 people died and over 550 were arrested in related unrest. France is expected to argue that the 2023 Sandhurst Agreement, in which former PM Rishi Sunak pledged nearly £500 million to support France's border enforcement, expires next year, and that the new strategy will require joint resourcing. However, I has learned that the UK has not yet spent the full £480 million allocated under the agreement and is not currently considering additional funding. During a visit to Calais in February, Yvette Cooper secured a deal to extend the agreement to 2027, contingent upon France building a £12.5 million migrant detention centre in Dunkirk. The UK also redirected £7 million to establish a new intelligence and policing unit in Dunkirk, train drone pilots, and form an elite coastal patrol squad, the Marquis Company. France views the Marquis unit as a pilot initiative and may seek extra funding to maintain it if deemed effective. French authorities also warned that the new measures could heighten risks for officers, who already face hostility from determined asylum seekers. In a recent incident, French police were doused in petrol and threatened with immolation while attempting to halt a boat launch. The French Maritime Minister, Hervé Berville, is drafting the proposed legal changes to align with the UN Convention on the Law of the Sea, though legal challenges from charities and NGOs are anticipated.
We want to make it clear that our videos do not contain any kind of misinformation. Our only goal is to deliver true and verified news to you. If you enjoyed the video, please like, share your thoughts in the comments, and don't forget to subscribe to the UK Brief channel.